we go again.
It's Kennedy, my brother from another mother. What up, though?
What up? What up? I
Yo,
see.
man.
I see. Ever since I told you about that from BMF. That's what you be rolling with it now.
What up, though?
Because I just watched that episode today too, so that's why I was like, it's
I
fresh on my
see it
mind.
now. Every time, though. Now, I never paid attention to it. And then it's funny because when you pointed out, it's all I ever hear Courtney say. What up,
Yeah.
though? So
What
yeah,
up, though?
man.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because I actually BMF is probably one of my favorite series out of the Powerverse, even though it's not like really attached to the Powerverse, but it's definitely one of my favorites, bro. It's I love that thing, bro.
And listen, I hate that I like it, bro. It's gonna sound crazy, but I hate that I like it, man.
Hey,
Like I
who's your
hate the
favorite character?
acting. I don't have a favorite character, bro. That is the part. That is the part that I think I hate the most. Is that it's weird, bro, because I'm so invested
Yeah.
and I'm mad because I absolutely hate the acting in it. Like,
Bro, the act see, this is
um,
what I attribute the acting to. It's to me because of it's set in such it's like what the 70s or whatever.
and
Uh
no, this is the '80s. This is late '80s now
yeah,
that they're coming up on.
but what I'm saying is it's an older thing, so I don't get attached to the acting like that because it's who is cracking me up right now is that boy 2 Chains, bro, is killing me, bro.
I thought I liked him at first, and then I hated him on the last episode. Though I said, "Man, no." Let me tell you what made me mad about it. What made
What's
me
up?
mad? It pissed me off. I'm not going to say just made me mad. It really pissed me off, bro. When I saw on 2 episodes ago when they were just supposed to be at the little music convention,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
I saw that was supposed to be Tupac, though, bro. I said, "What the hell? Y'all gonna piss me off, bro." It made me so mad that I said, "Yo, that got to be the softest Tupac I've ever
Hey,
seen in my life." It
y'all
pissed.
ruined it for me. Y'all ruined it for me because I don't typically watch the new episodes till like Monday. So when I seen y'all going in about the Tupac, bro, I was already waiting for it, so it wasn't that big of a deal to me when I saw it. But I laughed. But
Pissed me off. I think that this is the thing that gets me. Even the people who are professional actors, I don't even like how they're acting. Right?
yeah,
Like I don't like his parents.
I love his parents.
And and listen, the mom probably more than I probably hate the mom more than the dad. And listen, this respectfully on the show, not saying I hate his mama in real life. I just thought about how that sounds.
You said what?
I said respect. I had to clear that. Just so we talking about on the show, right? It
Yeah, yeah,
sounds bad
yeah.
saying, "Yeah, I hate your mama, bro." Like, but no, I'm saying like, hate the. It's weird, bro. But listen, I absolutely died laughing because they had one of those classic G Unit films moment when the
Mhm.
sister was going ham at dinner though, bro. The sister is my favorite one. But yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
who's my favorite character. The
She
sister.
she she was keeping it a whole stack, bro, a buck. She
Oh my gosh.
She kept it so 100 though. And then what this is what tripped me out, right? Is because she kept it 100 and then the mama went out and did the exact same thing she
Oh
just
my
told her to.
gosh, bro. Listen, man. I said, oh my gosh, though, bro. The sister, yeah, the sister instantly became my favorite. And I didn't like her either up until that point, though, bro. So
Uh,
I don't know.
my used to be favorite character was Lil Zane, bro.
Nah, I hated him too. And for some reason though, bro, I guess I don't this is gonna sound weird because I got into this exchange with someone on Facebook before. And they were talking about women in aging, right?
Mhm. Yeah,
So I don't. They said, why aren't women just allowed to just? This the conversation became, why aren't women just allowed to age gracefully the way that you give it up to dudes, right? But listen, bro, I don't like how Lala looks old on here, bro. And I don't know if it's because they're making her
You're
look
supposed,
old,
yeah, because that's so okay.
but she looks like I'm like she don't look this damn old when I see her on the gram, bro.
Oh, they're doing that on purpose because in real life she was much older
Yeah,
than
yeah, yeah. I
than
get it.
what's
I get it.
right.
But
But
I was
the
hoping that they
actual
just wasn't saying, let's just get old ass Lala because she's so much older looking. Like I'm like,
yeah.
bruh, come on.
But you know what's funny though is because the actual the real person who she's portraying, she don't like how they portraying her either.
Oh, yeah. Listen, that I've ever because listen, know how I know so much about BMF. I do find the whole story of Meech and Southwest T like to be very intriguing. Like I know, like I've done. It's either I've read a fair amount on them.
Yeah.
I've seen all the Vlad videos about them in the past. I just I don't know how it's one of those things to where I just know a lot about. And the one thing I can say that I think that I do find to be very authentic with the show is that it's very close, right? With the exception of names, very true to everything that I've known about BMF and specifically Big Meech and Tito, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the other thing too, your namesake on the show, bro. He be driving me crazy, bro.
Oh man. Yeah, 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 yeah. It does though, bro. I hate how the mom says his name.
Hmm.
That's probably what I hate. It makes me hate him.
Yeah, and it's funny because you know he on his stuff like where he walk around with the wife beaters trying to work out and walk out it with the shower towel on. Like that boy trying to get his woman back, bro.
Hey, listen, bro. This is Lala out here on here.
Yeah.
All right. She ain't look. Hold on. Face card on point. Okay, so I'm cool with that because I had to go back and I had to look at her because I'm like, yo, like nah. But listen, but I think that this in real life, I believe though that this chick was like 15 years older than the boy T. So it's very they spot on, right?
Yeah.
They're
I
not
just
gonna
think
go get
no, I just think
some
it's
young girl.
exaggerated for the camera though. That's what I think it is, to be honest. But yeah, yeah. That boy Two Chains is hilarious. That boy Neo is hilarious. Uh Snoop was hilarious. I love that he's getting all of the like musicians involved because I mean, if the main character ain't a real actor, then you know it is what it is. I still enjoy the story.
Hey, on another note, bro, Lala Anthony becomes more and more and more or less and less recognizable to me. Look at this though, bro. She hold on, let me turn my camera. Let me turn my light
Nah,
on right
just don't put it in the light.
quick. No, you got because my no, my ring light is
See?
was look at this, bro.
Yeah,
It doesn't even look like her, bro.
the face, dude. I mean, it's the
That
hairstyles
looks
that's
like
changing.
she looks like Zoe Saldana, bro.
Nah, she
Or
looked like
she looks like Carrie Hilson. She
yeah.
looks like
I give you that.
Eva the Diva. She looks like Eva Marcel. She looks like everybody except for her to me, though, bro.
Yeah, but look, bro, let's get this
Oh,
music popping off because we got so much to get into.
let's do it, man.
No Diddy.
Doesn't matter what your name is. Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast of all time. The Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast. If you smell what the rock. Doesn't matter what your name is. Greatest podcast of all time. Yep.
And listen, if you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe to the Slash Brothers YouTube and Facebook pages. We are live on both platforms at the same time. You click on the notification, click on the bell, you get the heads up whenever your boys and Miss doing their thing. Ace Kennedy.
Yo, bro. Speaking of The Rock, have you been keeping up with Raw and SmackDown?
Only because The Rock.
Yeah.
And listen, I'm gonna be honest. I love The Rock as the final boss, bro. I think that listen,
Look,
listen.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Did you know that Michael P.S. Hayes and Robert Roode is the ones that are producing the Rock storyline?
Well, it's that and whoever used to produce him back in the past. Yeah, he got a bunch of he got a team of people on him. But what I think
I
is
think that
super
that's
dope.
incredible, bro.
Yeah. What I also think is dope is because if he doesn't get what he wants to get off on Raw or SmackDown, he'll get on his live and he'll be cussing up a storm, bro.
Listen, I don't see, even outside of his lives, I still don't see anybody in wrestling use their social media in character, right?
Right.
So a lot of people use their social media to promote the outside of wrestling version of them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think that it's dope that even when The Rock does, that he still can stay in character as
Yeah.
The Rock, the final boss, and do it. I think it's absolutely I only stay on to watch The Rock.
But here's the crazy part though, right? Because he whooped Cody something serious last night. He was telling his mom, Cody's mama, like, look, I'm gonna get the belt for you, and I'm gonna have your boy's blood on it. And he smeared all Cody's blood on that belt, and it said Cody's mama on it, or the Rhodes mama, or whatever, bro. I was like, bro, it was epic. It was genius.
Yeah,
Uh,
no, it's brilliant. I think that it. Tell me, this is one of the things. I think the one thing that's dope about it is that it to me is just brilliant production and investing in a storyline that I don't know that they can do that to anybody else. Like the last time I can think of when I was so invested in seeing what someone was going to say, right? Just what they were going to say. I'm going to keep it a stack, bro. It had to have been when Becky Lynch was the man, when she originally was the man and she was the character, the man, the first version of it though, that's when I was just like, yeah, I was glued to see what. Outside of that, maybe the Yes movement or the Kofi movement, but
see,
the Kofi was mainly just a matter of feeling like he was getting his just due. But Becky
yeah.
Lynch to me seems like no, that was a her thing, and that it was all them organic movements, but I still was just on the mic skills alone.
See, for me, it's Phil Brooks, that boy on the mic, like even just CM Punk.
What the hell is Phil? Okay,
he said, "Who is Philip Brooks?" CM Punk. So, so even last night, CM Punk had the best. He had the best mic skills. Like it just elevated the show, right? Because when Scottish Psychopath said, "Yeah, I was the chosen one." And CM Punk said, "Who made you the chosen one? Say his name. Say it." And you could just see his face, like, "You got me," because they can't say Vince's name on TV, bro. And so that was the thing. It was just hilarious. And then he had cut down Seth Rollins something serious, bro. Like just the whole thing. Like CM Punk still is dope on the mic, bro.
now the fact that you call that boy Phil though, man, like he was like he stay across the street from you.
Hey, he called himself One Bill Phil on A when he was on AEW. So I did,
My
Philip
God.
Brooks.
Oh my God. I'm wondering when is his girl gonna come back, if she's gonna come back at all though, man.
Oh, see, that's the other thing too, bro. They've been saying like they've been getting a little bit of touch of of the Attitude Era because that boy CM Punk was talking about He said my mouth still work. He said, April know what I'm talking about. AJ Styles for you. So
Yeah. I think that listen, I would love to see her come back on there though.
yeah. So
Yeah.
you don't watch Heels, do you?
No.
See, if you watched Heels, you would see her wrestle again because she was on there. So there's a young
Mm,
girl on there that she was kind of like setting her up because basically, long story less long, basically, the girl in there, she's wrestling with a bunch of dudes, and so they brought AJ in there to come wrestle with her, and so she was giving it a game. It was kind of dope to
yeah.
kind of see her still on screen because CM Punk is a character on there too.
No.
Yeah. So will we diving into first, bro? Because we got a lot.
Let's get right into it, bro.
No Diddy.
Listen, man. My brother called me on up and said, "Hey, you defending your boy on this though, man?" And listen, I'm gonna defend Diddy
I am
on
too.
this.
It's there is nothing there's nothing but just it's go ahead. I'll let you get yours out.
No. Go ahead. Continue.
So the thing is that with social media, everything looks much worse than what it is, right? Because you see the raids on two of his homes, you see his kids standing outside in handcuffs, which they were just detained, not arrested. And then, of course, his plane is caught in another country, so everybody assumes he's fleeing the country, which that wasn't true. The thing is that he's under investigation. They went to raid his house to see what they could find. They did come out with some boxes or whatever the case may be. Still don't know what's in those containers or whatever. So it's just a part of it. It's the same thing like when they, raided Caesar, the dude that was in connection with DJ Envy, all of that. Like, it's a normal part of the process for an investigation, basically.
Right. I think here's my thing though, bro. What I didn't appreciate is it's all looking guilty in public opinion, right? Losing that, I don't think that he's ever gonna regain that unless somebody comes out and says we've done a thorough investigation of him, his finances, his known associates, and something where they debunk every single thing that's ever been said about him. It's the only way I think that he's ever going to bounce back in front of public opinion. Now, with that being said, I thought that it was jacked up when I saw the video of Aftermath after they raided his house and how they came in, had all the stuff thrown. It looked very much like a movie. And I thought about it from that standpoint. Like, listen, bro, I'm sure, bro, if I'm him, I'm suing whoever. I'm suing the city. I'm suing the FBI. I'm suing the DEA. I'm suing everybody because here's my thing. It's like the fact that you come in and you raid everything like that, and then you got to be left to pick it all up after that. I'm like, nah, man. Like, I gotta feel like that I have to feel like if he really feels like he is innocent, and if he is turns out to be innocent after all of this though, man, I think that you got to feel like you got to get some level of justice, and that is actually unwarranted. So from that regards, I know that it's allowable under the law, but if it just didn't necessarily. I'm not gonna say if they would have found something, then yeah, it would have been justified, right? But I think that the fact that you go through all of that and you be like, oh, my bad. No, we just had a tip, so we had to act on it.
Yeah, but that's the thing though. They did find stuff. We don't know what they found yet. Like they did remove stuff from his house. They found something in the second story of one of the homes. I don't know which one. And here's the other thing. Again, this is all alleged because I don't know. I'm only knowing what I heard. But apparently, the actual lead organization that did this investigation has a pretty good track record. That if they are doing a search of your home, that is more of a formality because they already have all the information they need to go forward with whatever. But the thing is that Diddy's not even the one named in, I think, the suit. It's so that's another thing. So we still don't have a clear picture of what level of involvement, if any, that he's even in. But yeah, I mean, you got to be careful of the information that you see anyway, because you definitely can't go to
Right.
50 page right now.
Yeah, oh yeah. 50 is having a field day with it. And listen, I think the thing that gets me the most though, man, is that I just I think, bro, this presumption of guilt is just killing him. I just don't know. I don't know that he would like listen, bro. R. Kelly, people knew R. Kelly stuff was factual for years, and people still had the well. I can separate the man from the music, like we would say. I'm gonna still bump his music and everything. And even if there were people who were still going to R. Kelly concerts for years after the tape initially came out. There were people who had still been on the music side that had been actively collaborating with him after the fact. So you think though, bro, right? All of those hit records that R. Kelly wrote for other people were well after it the videos start to surface in the early 90s, all right? So people knew that and they still rock with him. It feels like maybe this has been rumored about Diddy for a long time that it just feel like people are just like almost like this relief that it's coming to an end. But I feel like that it's almost like everything is closing down on them real fast. And I say that when I say that the opinion, the public opinion of him though, bro, it's like I just there were some people who would at least say, well, let me see what R. Kelly, what happens with him in court, though, bro. Like they ain't even giving Diddy that, though, bro. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. I
Well, it's
say
a
that he
it's
ain't
this
did
is
some things.
the reason why is because it's too much stuff coming out about Diddy. Like every time it gets quiet about Diddy and we're on to something else, then boom, something else pops out. So it's a constant media feed for Diddy. That's why it's hard for people to not like it's one of them things, right? With this much smoke, it's got to be some fire, right?
Is it? Is it though? Is it?
No, 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 no.
What? What if? What if?
I'm saying that's what the
That?
public opinion is.
Yes, I agree with that because this is my thing. Again, what if they come back? Because here's the thing about it. If they come back and they say he's found innocent on all charges, people gonna say, "Oh, he got the lawyers for it. He got the money for it." It's gonna be something. I don't think that he'll ever be able to wash himself of this stain, though, bro. And listen, the only saving grace is that his kids, they're so young that I think that they can outlive this. I think that they would, right? But I think that ultimately, though, bro, I think that Diddy is gonna have to be so far behind the scenes, like so less of a public figure when it comes to his business, that it would still like he wouldn't be able to wash that stain. Like I think that you can't. I don't think that you would be able to do business with Diddy and have him as a public figure like he was before.
I disagree. If for some reason that these legal folks come out and say he's clean, right? We get it. There's gonna be people that think what they want to think. But you don't think that he can Kanye West his way out of this? Like drop some
Not
fire
this.
music?
Not this. No, not this. Not this.
I mean, you think about what Ye has come back from. You don't think Diddy can come back from this?
Not this.
If the legal people say he clear,
Not this. No. No, I think this is way too damning, bro. This is way too hellacious. I think that the charges, right? Okay, put it like this. Here we go. Right? So even if these charges were all clear, you still have the settlement with Cassie that basically says, well, you be doing something that people be saying you do. And it may not be that it's
no, no,
illegal,
no,
right?
no, no. That's a hold on, because let me stop you right there. I didn't mean to cut you off on your point, but this is the thing. We also got to stop doing that too, right? Because people assume that when people settle out of court, that means their admission to guilt, and that's not the case.
Facts. But we're talking about public opinion. And like you said, people do think that. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying, I'm saying the public opinion of him will still be that even if they say that you were innocent of all of these charges, right? you still all within the same thing have the allegations. You still have the again, even if you say, okay, you know what, like you said, just because you settled don't mean that you were guilty. Well, she still came out and said some of the things that you were doing, right? So you don't have to. You can say you settle for whatever the reason is, right? But you ain't never been put on stand to explain that. You ain't been put in front of a microphone to explain that. So my thing is that I think that it's just too much though, bro. And the saving grace that he has is that he can at least go back to being where these are things that he might do in his private life that are not illegal. So when they talk about it, have to do with kids and trafficking and all these other things that they talk about, though, bro. It's like I just don't know how you would be able to get past that aspect in this climate.
Well, this is the thing. He may not never get past it, but he can survive. Meaning this, Diddy has people like, because I'm not saying we're defending him like we believe that he's innocent, but I'm saying he has fans like Cardi can never do wrong with the people that follow her. Taylor Swift can never do wrong with the people follow her. Diddy got some people that follow him that's just gonna believe what he
Do
said.
he? Do he? Do
Yeah,
he? Really? I don't see. See, I think though that those kind of rumors and things have been associated with him for so many years, and I don't know. You got to think though, bro. Right? Them people are like our age, and we're old enough to know better. And so I just don't know that he has the same command that a Cardi would, that a Taylor Swift would, that a Beyonce would.
but I do got
And
a
I'm
question
one of
for you.
his and I'm a big Diddy fan. Like listen, I'm probably one of the biggest fans though, bro. But I don't. I just feel I'm realistic too.
But I do got a question for you though. What would his followers be called? Are y'all diddles, diddlies? Um,
I don't know.
are y'all
Diddy
puffs?
Bops,
Some puffs?
Diddy Bops.
Why did Diddy? Why did that one stick more than any of his aliases? Because
Well, I think
nobody
it's
really
because
call him
big.
Puffy.
Yeah, because I think that well, I still I thought that Puffy or Diddy. I think it's because Biggie gave him the name,
Oh, okay.
and because it's associated with Big. See, listen, that to me, listen to me. That's the I honestly feel though that the Biggie is still a lifeline for him, right? He's one of the few people who were that close to the great. So I'm just like he got this history though, bro, that's saving them. But I don't think that he's where he can't do no wrong. Like I don't think that he's that level, right? I think that there's a
I'm
handful of
just
people like that.
I was just saying people who just would ride with him is go like after they hear his explanation would just ride for him. Because the biggest thing, a lot of people when I was watching podcasts, they were like, I need to hear him speak, right? And he put out that tweet, I think back in December, where he was like, look, I've been sitting back listening to people you know, besmirch my name basically, and I can't wait to prove myself innocent or whatever he said, you know what I'm saying, in the tweet. At least he said something. And so my thing is, I think once we finally get to hear, because I'm sure his PR, his team is keeping him so that he is not able to respond because they don't want anything used against him if for some reason he was to have to go court.
And listen, I don't think that nobody's jumping out the window to defend him either. Because what they
This
don't
is
want to
true.
happen, yeah, what they don't want to happen, they don't want to be looking like what's my boy Ashton Kutcher and his girl when they defended old boy and now he's locked up for rape, right? So I don't think that nobody wants to, even if that was your man and you didn't see anything, nobody wants to jump out the window to defend. Hell, I haven't even heard City Girl say anything about him in that.
No,
Am
and
I missing like
they showed it hit Carisha up though. They showed it ask her what was up.
yeah.
And they hit her up yesterday when the raid was going down.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know what to say about that though, man.
Look,
Nobody is coming to his defense though.
We got some more Diddy news though, bro.
What's good
So,
though?
all right. So when we grew up, right, we anytime a dude would say something that was borderline homophobic or homosexual related, we would just say no homo, right? And then the new kids took it a step further. They would always say pause.
So okay, pause was us.
Nah, they wouldn't. That was y'all because I definitely didn't say it.
Pause was our generation because Dame Dash said that he invented pause.
Okay, well when we was in elementary and high school, it was no homo.
Did you say no homo in high school? I thought that was like when we were like in our 20s. I thought no homo and pause was like around the same time.
Nah, no
You
homo
didn't
was when
say
we was
that in high
kids, bro.
school.
No, I'm not
No, I
saying high
never.
school. I'm saying kids, bro. I'm just saying as kids.
Yeah, but still, because we gotta that. I don't think so, bro. Either way.
The new term is now no Diddy, bro. They ain't saying pause no more. They're saying no Diddy.
I ain't saying no Diddy, bro. I'm not saying no Diddy,
I
bro.
ain't say
Like
pause. Look,
I
my
didn't
girl.
say pause. I didn't. I don't remember. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. I don't remember. I don't remember a time where I was on the no homo bandwagon either, though, bro. So I didn't say no homo. I didn't say pause. I thought that they were all so much of a New York thing and a New York connotation that I never partook in those.
Well, it's just one of those things. Like I'm just not insecure enough for me to have to reaffirm where I stand. Like it's just I ain't never think that was cool anyway. I'm just telling you what.
Landon told me that the new kids was when somebody say something, everybody was like, "Hey, yo." That's what he told me to do.
Yeah, but
Hey, yo.
they don't have no saying that they can reaffirm. They just challenge
No,
you on what you say, and that's it.
no, I don't. As far as I'm aware, but I only heard like this. I've only heard no homo and pause associated with New Yorkers, though, bro.
I, I'm
Listen,
I'm interested in hearing what Deuce had to say. I'm gonna have to ask.
listen.
Yeah,
I listen. Let me tell you what's funny.
yeah.
Some young boy, younger cat from New York hit me on one of them. I went to the hole and he blocked me, and I thought I was. He said, "Dog, I thought I had a wild open lane," and he came and beat my ish. He said, "Hey, pause, bro." I said, "Nah, he beat it, bro." He said, "Hey, just stop it, just stop it right now, just stop it."
No, I'm gonna tell you this one time I was so mad at my whole family, bro. We went out to medieval times and we was out there chilling, bro. And it got like the the fair food out there and stuff like that. So I normally, you know me, I'm gonna get a turkey leg, if anything. So something told me, nah, bro, get the sausage on the stick. Get the sausage on the stick. Bro, I'm out here killing this thing. I'm talking about killing it, Charles. Killing this thing. And it just hit me like it hit me. And I said, oh no, I could not believe I was so mad at my whole family. I'm like,
No, sir.
I
No,
was so mad.
sir.
I'm talking about I just remember one time, bro. I was trying to
My gosh, boy.
Charles.
Boy.
I knew I was in the wrong when I had it, and I hit my neck like this.
You had to turn to the side to get to the meat.
Dog, that's when I knew. I said I knew it was over, bro. I said, bro, I couldn't believe y'all let me out here with this.
Oh my gosh.
Dog, I
No,
was
sir. No, sir.
woo.
No,
Couldn't believe it.
sir. Oh my gosh, bro. No, sir.
Oh yeah.
No, that is nah, man. That right there, though, bro. Nah, that right there. I've never had any. I never thought that I had any pause-worthy moments, but
Yeah.
I would have to call you out on that one, though, bro. I would have
Yeah.
had to call you out on that.
I couldn't believe it, bro. I say, y'all let me, our whole family just look. We was not in the right at that moment,
Got you
bro.
out there looking bad when the leader of the pack is out here just
Yeah,
scarfing down that meat on the
tilting
stick,
his
bro.
head to the side and get to that thing, bro.
That is hilarious. That is
Oh
absolutely hilarious,
man.
bro.
Oh.
Oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh, that's too much, bro. Hey man, uh, I gotta ask you about this. This was one that I was very excited to see him. All right. So I wake up a couple days ago and I'm hearing everybody talking about Future Metro Boomin featuring Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar comes out not just necessarily throwing subs.
Yeah.
He is saying, he is throwing the shots. And the only thing he didn't say was the names, but you know exactly who he's talking about. And listen, I'm not going to lie to you, bro. I'm still someone who listens to regular radio, right? It's still like to me, I've always maintained that at least radio out here is to me the pulse, right? Because I still look at Atlanta as the capital of music. And because of that, I think that Atlanta radio has a lot to do with it because if it's hot, Atlanta's gonna play it. It's on repeat out here though, bro. And I'm mind blown because I don't even I'm only listening to listen to K Dot's part. I don't even know that. Listen, for starters, it's a throwback beat,
Yeah.
Juicy J beat from 3 6 Mafia. And Kendrick goes on here and spazzes out toward J. Cole and Drake. Ace Kennedy, what's
Yeah.
your initial response to that, though, bro?
Disbelief. Well, I say that. I think that's a little far. I won't say disbelief only because it ain't like Kendrick ain't done this before. You know what I'm saying? On the control verse, you know what I'm saying? He basically called out everybody and while you on the track with somebody else. It ain't like you was on your own song. You was on somebody else's song and said you was better than them too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me, it wasn't that big of a shock. I just couldn't believe that it came out though. Like because I didn't see what Drake and J. Cole did as a disrespectful or a backhanded compliment. They was just like, to me, it was like something that we talk about all the time. Like the three best right now is Drake, Cole, and Kendrick. Like that's like a common denominator that people come to as far as the rap is concerned. So um for him to just come out and say like that, then I felt like it wasn't that big of a shock to me. But
Here's my question. Because I thought Drake has been getting by with these subs for a long time. Drake, listen, I know I'm not tripping. See, maybe I listen, maybe my ear is different. Drake has been getting by. I saw Drake get up in front of a concert
yeah,
in front of a bunch of people at the OVO Fest and was like, hey, you know what I'm saying? People think it's easy. You know what I'm saying? I'm dropping something out for y'all hot every year. I ain't just sitting down for 5 years and dropping something like anybody can do that. Kendrick didn't say anything about that. And I do think that first person shooter does have those subs on there. So I listen.
yeah, because
Here's
Cole
what
did say if even if out of the big three, he was Muhammad Ali or something like that.
right, right. And this is my thing. Don't get me wrong. I think that on first person shooter, this is the way I look at it. I think that for the last 2 to 3 years, bro, I think that J. Cole has been really on this. I'm gonna show y'all who the best rapper is, right? And I think that somebody on the Joe Budden podcast put it something up good that says it seemed like they have three different lanes where Kendrick is trying to show that he's the best and most creative. J. Cole's trying to show that he's the best rapper, and Drake is trying to prove that he's the best artist. But my question to you is this: do they respond?
So the thing that I sent you, was that really Drake responding?
No, that was AI Drake.
Okay.
That was dope.
It was dope.
That was dope. That was AI Drake.
All right, let me let everybody hear what AI Drake did. It would have been a cold response, though.
It would have been a dope response. That was the AI.
All right, I had to turn. Hold on, I gotta get it. I sent it to you in on. Boom. All right, let's see. All right, so this is AI Drake.
My character now. Are we still wearing the crown? And I am not handing it down. Six need an exorcist. That little nigga don't know a big step in it. Came out the shadows to prove that he relevant. See me and Cole running shit like a pelletist. Trying enough to be stepping to me. That name dropping shit ain't impressive to me. You pussy, it took you a decade to speak. The K gotta die, knock your head off your shoulders, man. Fuck all them Grammys, I'm best in the league. Now y'all can debate about the 2 or the 3. That shot value verse ain't gonna do it for me. I've been in the field while you sit on the bleachers. I gave you your start, you was touring with me. You pop out his chest trying to prove the elite. My punchlines will knock out that little boy's teeth. Candyman, Candyman, Candyman. Bought you a stepper, but I got you looking real sweet. I'm really like.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest. Even if that was Drake's response, it's not enough.
It ain't
It's
enough.
hard. It's not enough. Because listen, I didn't think that Drake gave the proper response to Pusha T's Daytona. Right. And it didn't, he didn't go there, right? So I feel like Drake has to say something.
Now, does Cole need to respond?
Listen.
Because it feels like the Future and Metro Boomin have beef with Drake.
So I think this is the thing. I think that it's this. So this is where I think, listen, I think, bro, that this particular beef has potential to be the most defining beef of all time, right? And I say that because the East Coast, West Coast beef, we lost Big and Pac, right? But I think that basically put a whole coast up against a whole coastal, right? And I think that where this is different is that at that point, you had some East Coast people who didn't necessarily have a problem with West Coast people. You were just riding with the times, all right? But I think that what this is in a climate to where music is less geographical sounding, right? I think that now you put a lot of people in a position where you got to pick sides, right? So I think that it would feel like it's very much like a hip hop civil war, where you have, for example, Metro Boomin used to collab heavily with 21 Savage. First couple 21 albums, that was it. And then 21 does the album with Drake. Outside of that, so you have the 21, you had Future, who was to do a collab album with Drake. That still hadn't came out. That got pushed back. I don't know what happened with that. And I think that the other thing is that you had the Metro Boomin album that came out, Villains and Heroes, where he thought that should have been like Grammy worthy, Grammy winning music, that he thought that her loss was basically just like, nah, it wasn't better. And listen, from a competitive perspective, I get that completely though, right? But because of that, that's when Drake came back. He's tweeted and deleted some stuff. And Drake was talking that like it is live. I'm talking to all you tweeters and deleters. I thought that was pretty catchy. But I think that what's also the layers to that, right? Because then you thinking like, all right, you think of Civil War. Not even so. We think of World War, right? So now you think you got Future had the song with Kanye. Kanye had his beef with Drake. So does he then jump over on the Metro? Still has his beef. So Future has his beef with Future and then pulls Kanye in by default. Then Travis Scott, another heavyweight. Does Travis Scott say, all right, well, I'm riding with Ye because Ye is essentially family, so that's it. And then I'm sitting here thinking, like, okay, well, this doesn't seem like the kind of beef that Wayne would necessarily jump in, because I feel like Wayne is so much of hip hop royalty and a generation of hip hop ahead of these dudes. I don't see Wayne just jumping out there like that. But I am curious to see how other rappers, especially, draw their alliances. Like, where do they land on this though, bro? That's the thing I think. And not just that though. You're not talking about like when Pac called out Mobb Deep specifically, right? And hit him up. Mobb Deep was a popular group, but they wasn't the number one at the time, right? To
Right.
me, it would be equivalent to Pac. It would be equivalent to Pac calling out Outcast in their prime, right? Someone to say this is the like when it was Pac and Biggie, those were two guys at the top. And I think that now it's like you have all the heavyweights and they're drawing a line in the sand. So I think that this one could be one of the biggest defining hip hop beefs in quite some time, though, bro.
What's the timeline? What do Cole and Drake have to respond?
Oh man. I'm not gonna
Because I
give
mean,
them.
you figure Drake is actively on tour. He was literally just in Oklahoma City for 2 days last week.
Hey, listen, man.
Him and Cole.
Because you on tour.
Yeah, both of them.
Because you on tour. Because you on tour. I'm gonna get you to this weekend, bro. By this weekend, I need to see. Listen, I especially need to hear from Cole. Because here's one of the things that's gonna piss me off if I don't hear from Cole on this one. What's gonna piss me off if I don't hear from Cole on this one is that you've been out here for the better part of the last 3 years, killing everything you got on. And you've been killing everybody on their own stuff. Now this man then called you back. And if you in hip hop, to me, part of that says at some point of what your qualifications are has to be responding to beefs and battles. So I'm gonna need you to come out here and say something, right? I'm gonna give you until this weekend, bro. This weekend, I need to hear something for you. Now, here's the other part, though, right? I'm gonna need Drake to also respond by Saturday. And you know the reason why, bro? Because you properly responded to Meek Mills. Back to back. Back to back. You put two of them out to him. Back to back. You didn't respond to Pusha T because he said it was fire, all fire. And you didn't go that hard. And it felt like you thought you was a better rapper than Meek, so you could do that. Outside looking in, as a fan of both, right? So now, if you don't respond to Kendrick, it makes it look like you will talk it to somebody who you feel you can out rap, or better than. You can go with the subs without saying names. But now that someone has went and called you to the carpet, bro, you gotta say something. It makes you look less credible as a rapper. Now, the artist of you, right, or the superstar in you, cool. If you don't want to respond, you don't have to, bro. But at the same time, though, man, I like Drake as an MC, and the MC in me says he has to say something on wax. Absolutely, though, bro.
I get that. I am interested to see, and another thing too is I think that it's not gonna get as violent as the Tupac Biggie stuff did.
I
I
don't
think
think
this is
so.
yeah, I think this is purely raps.
To be honest with you, to be honest, and listen, I don't want to I don't want to belittle anybody in any way. They don't strike me as the kind that will go there, right? Anyway, none of them. But I think that you can't sit here and drop them subs on first person shooter and say you the Ali. You can't say you top 3. You can't do nothing. If you can't drop the subs about being number 1 and you not get called to the carpet with somebody. Because listen, this is a number 1 moment. That's what I'm saying. So to me, I think respondents in this moment goes a long way though, bro. A long way.
I got a question for you though. Who is your top 5 today? Like just today, however you can formulate it any way you want to in your head, but who is your top 5 today?
Okay. My top 5 today. If we don't consider Jay-Z to be an active
No,
rapper,
no.
he still raps. Jay-Z,
Correct.
I'm not considering because I'm not trying to make a GOAT list. I'm talking about
No,
active, right?
just
I'm not making a GOAT list. So for me,
however the criteria, however you see it, because I think that our list is gonna be. I mean, I know our list is gonna be different, but I'm just go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna go Jay-Z, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, Drake, Toby,
See, you definitely finna hate my list. Gosh, you.
Toby. I feel like I'm missing something, but I'm gonna go out there and say Toby only because he's who I personally like to listen to. I've
Yeah,
never heard
yeah.
him not come with it.
No. I
Toby.
think that's a solid list. I'm just saying you gonna hate mine. So
I feel like I'm missing somebody, but I feel comfortable with saying Toby.
I got Jay-Z, I got Kendrick, I got J. Cole, I have Joyner Lucas. What's that for?
Straight.
And I still got M on my list, bro.
Listen, I'm a okay.
I just I need we gotta dissect that face you made on Joyner Lucas, bro.
So listen. Don't get me wrong. I think Jordan Lucas is good. He seems beatable. That's what I mean by that. Like when I say beatable, he's not. He has great concepts, right? I think that. Listen, bro.
Did you listen to
Kendrick
his last
Lamar.
album? Did you listen to his new album?
No, I listen to songs. I don't listen. I've never listened to his whole thing. But listen, if you tell me, I ain't never heard somebody say, "You check out that joint," like, and maybe I'm the lone one, but I'm just saying that for me personally, he just hasn't been someone that I check for a body of work. I think that I think he has great visuals. I think he does great songs, all right? But what I'm saying is that from those great songs that I've heard him do, like Kendrick Lamar is, it's just out of this world. Like he says stuff that I would never be able to put together. And Jay-Z has stories that I would never be able to put together, right? And I think that Cole has this delivery that I think that I could never. And I think that Drake has this consistency that's unmatched, right? And I just think that for what Jordan Lucas's special power is that makes him great, I think that it's beatable by all those other people who I named. That's what I mean by that. Not that he's bad or whack. I just think that his special powers are beatable.
Right, but this almost the same thing you're saying about him is what I feel about Toby.
Right, and it's preference. I feel like I'm missing somebody, but just for what I enjoy.
Yeah.
I've never heard of Toby that I didn't like. And again, I do feel like there's somebody who I'm missing, but I can comfortably say if I put Toby there, that it justifies everybody else that I might have missed.
I ain't gonna front, bro. I've been avoiding talking to you for a little bit because I had a beef that I wanted to bring up with you that we hadn't talked about, and I'm like, or beef that I have with you that I hadn't talked to you about, and I want to address it on air. So, bro, you like this real big into battle rap dude. Like you haven't you been to an event before?
Yeah, I've been to a couple.
So you've been to an event, you watch them all the time. You normally tell me about them when something dope happens. Bro, why you ain't tell me about the Ocho Cinco, the DNA, and the Charlie Clips? Why you ain't tell me about it, bro?
I didn't even see it, bro. I didn't see it. I heard about it,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I didn't see it. Yeah, I
yeah.
didn't see it.
It was pretty funny. I liked it just because of the fact, like, Ocho's thing on Nightcap, he's always talking about like all these different things that he does, right? You know what I'm saying? Like he told T-Pain he could sing, and you know what I'm saying? Like every single, like he says he's a comedian, he's played soccer. Like Ocho
Ocho
is,
said, listen, you tell Ocho, according to Ocho, is the most interesting man in the world.
yes,
Like
yes,
he could replace that guy for the Dos Equis because and listen, not just that, he does everything great. Like he's
yeah,
top tier
yeah,
at everything according to him.
yeah. So to see him, because he battled DNA and Charlie Clips, and it just to see him like get in the mode. He had the face for it, and he was so ready. It was pretty funny. But Charlie Clips killed him though. Yeah, it was great though.
No, I'm about to. I have not seen it though, bro. I have
Yeah,
not seen it.
you gotta check it out. It like they had the whole setup. They had everybody there. You know what I'm saying? It was pretty dope. I thought it was cool. It ain't nothing like earth shattering, but I'm just saying the fact that he actually did even that little bitty spot I thought was cool.
No, listen, Charlie Clips probably is in my top 5 all-time battle rappers too, by the way. I think that it's funny to me that there's always this thing, this stigma with Charlie Clips in that he used to rob you as a fan because he would sometimes not come with all three
Yes,
rounds,
all
right?
3 rounds. Yep,
Where
yep.
yeah, it's like he'll come with 2 fire first rounds and then kind of freestyle his
Yes,
way
his
out
way
of a
through the
third.
le
But
yeah, yep, yep.
yeah. So that's always been the thing. But in terms of moments, though, man, like yeah, Clips has had some of the biggest moments. And listen, a lot of people typically automatically go to the
Wild 'N
Mook
Out.
and Lux when it comes to
Oh,
their GOAT list. And I think that Charlie Clips, um, who technically came after them, um, up there, GOAT list. Absolutely.
yeah. What else we got, bro, before we get on out of here?
Listen, bro, have you been seeing like this is gonna sound crazy though, bro? But did you see that they in out in I think it's Baltimore they had the bridge that collapsed? Like, bro,
Yeah,
I was
so apparently there was a transport that hit the structural aspect of it, and,
yeah,
it was a container. Was it by train, I wanna say?
no, it was shit. It was knocked it
Okay,
over.
okay. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't know the mode of transportation, I just kinda heard about it, but I knew it had the structural damage to it.
Got a question for you.
What's up?
Got a question for you. Okay, so we always talk about distractions, right?
Mhm.
And when something is going on here, what's going on over there? Okay, here we go. I have a conspiracy. What if the Diddy raid is a distraction? Because I haven't seen people talking about this in US news. What if that's a distraction from people talking about Putin uncovering the archives in Russian history that shows illustrations from centuries old religious documents showing that Jesus was indeed black, though, bro. And what if that is the distraction? Diddy is distracting you from the fact that Putin has uncovered years of religious theology saying that Jesus was black, bro. Why are we talking about that, bro?
Right before Easter.
Listen, before Easter, Putin says, now listen, I know that a big part of Russia was conquered years ago by Moors. So Russia has some history of having black people involved with the religion. So maybe these black people created these documents and whatever, whatever. But in the end, this man said, hey, Russia is showing proof that religion is inclusive and that and not just black Jesus, several of the figures within the Bible, black. Several, right? So my thing is, I know this isn't going to be on Fox News. I'm somewhat mad that CNN isn't running with this, right? But I'm wondering, Diddy gets rated at the same time Putin talks about this, and it's distracting us from the fact that Putin is like, hey man, we got black Jesus black out here in Russia, bro. What we doing with that though, bro? What are we doing with black Jesus in Russia, no less?
That is definitely a wild theory. A wild theory.
Russia is one of the only world powers who have never enslaved black people, bro. They've never colonized black country. They've never went to sent people over and took over countries in Africa. Never have though, bro. So why would they just get out here and start lying about black Jesus now?
I mean, this is true. Um, it's just, man, that whole thing, like, I definitely have not even scratched the surface or touched any part of that. And I'm assuming you getting this from TikTok.
I saw it on TikTok because on TikTok, it was so on TikTok, the one thing this is the one thing that's good about TikTok. One thing that's good about TikTok is that the news outlet. So you think this came and this was translated in Russia, right? So this was a Russian news outlet, not in America that saw it the first time. Now I did see that CNN wind up like reposting it and then the re-reporting of it, right? But it was originally broadcasted from a Russian news outlet, though, bro. That
Right.
I saw on TikTok, and then I had to do my own research. Like, yo, is this for real? And then I saw that MSNBC and all these other ones wound up saying, yeah, this is the real deal. He ain't lying, but they're questioning why is he talking about it now? Like, what is he
Yeah.
trying to distract you from?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, like I
Black
said,
Jesus,
it's
man.
Easter coming up, so
He cleaning the listen. Putin is cleaning up his image, bro. Putin is clean. Listen, Putin said, hey man, we gonna invade Ukraine, bro, and it's gonna take us 2 days to go ahead and get this thing knocked on up to get the infrastructure. And it's been at 2 years now, right? Got him out here looking bad in these political streets. I think that this may be a win for him, though, man. He is cleaning up his image, bro.
cleaning it up. What you got for the week?
Um, they have this thing out here coming up this weekend, man. Gentleman Jacks. I've gone to it like, man, I think I've gone to this thing like 5 times, man. It's this arts, beats, and lyrics thing that's done by Jack Daniels out here in Atlanta. They do an amazing job at the art gallery piece of it. Last year when I went, they had some original letters on display from Pimp C that he wrote to Bun B when he was in jail. They had all these dope artists that are out there, and they have performances. One time I went, saw Scarface, saw Big Crit perform for the first time, saw Twista, saw Shock G perform. This year, and this is the last one on the tour. This year, they got Killer Mike performing though, bro. So I'm hyped about that though, man. Absolutely hyped though.
That's what's up, man.
Yep. Outside of that, I'm getting in the lab because I was pulling up. I was working on the track that you sent over, and Fire, by the way, though, man. So yeah. I gotta let
Yeah,
you hear that.
I can't wait to hear that. Can't wait to hear it. For me,
So how
bro.
that go?
For me, I'm just reviewing, trying to get the EP lined up, trying to finalize songs and get everything tightened up. That's pretty much it for me. I still got some editing to do for some videos for my brand new Instagram account. That's strictly for my sports media stuff. So working on that. I got to get that done ASAP. So yeah, that's about it.
Let's go. Big things popping.
All right, bro. We
Yeah,
appreciate
in that case,
everybody
man.
for joining in. Pretty boy Ryan, Chris West, the Cockaroo, and then of
Shane
course
the main.
Shane, and then Cinematic Visuals. Appreciate y'all stopping through. And anybody that watch on the playback, holla at your boys. We the Slash Brothers.
Doesn't matter what your name is. Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast of all time. The Slash Brothers Podcast, the greatest podcast.
Can you
of
dig
all
it,
time.
sucker?